Hello, Muggles, it's me, Chuck Chumbucket. I'm here to tell you all the film references in The Incredibles. Here's a shot from the movie Finding Nemo. See the Easter egg? I didn't think you would. Maybe if we zoom in a little bit, we can clearly see that the boy's reading a Mr. Incredible comic book. This is also a tradition at Pixar Studios to include an Easter egg to reference their next movie. Like look at this example with Up, and then Toy Story 3. I know, how cute. Our next reference is in the movie Ratatouille, which was directed by The Incredibles director Brad Bird. I know what you're thinking. Why are you even looking there? It's so inappropriate. But this is actually a real Easter egg. Just not one you would expect. Right here, it shows that Linguini's boxers have The Incredibles logo on them. This reference is also in the movie Ratatouille. Notice that this mime looks familiar? Yes, because it's a sinister Bon Voyage from The Incredibles. Now this one's a tricky one. It's kind of like trying to find what is Waldo. So let me help you out a little bit. If you look here, it kind of shows that it's a Frozone bobblehead. If you don't know who Frozone is, he's the ice guy from The Incredibles, who is voiced by Samuel L. Jackson. Right here's a shot from the movie Cars 2. It re-shows us the drive-in theater in Radiator Springs. It also shows another pun to Pixar's other movies. Instead of The Incredibles, it's called The Incredimobiles. Its other movies are Toy Car Story, Monster Trucks Inc., and A Bug's Life. Here's a shot of the Radiator Springs drive-in theater. Right here's a shot of Bob's, or Mr. Incredible's office in The Incredibles, which I want to say looks somewhat like Al's Woody's Roundup collection in Toy Story 2. But what I want to talk about are some familiar looking toys I saw in his office. If you have seen the Toy Story franchise, you would know that these toys are the Rock'em Sock'em robots from Toy Story 2. Those of you who do not know what A113 is, it is an inside joke in media created by alumni of Cal Arts. It refers to a class in there. It appears in every single Pixar movie, some TV shows, and Disney movies. But anyway, it is the conference room's number in Syndrome's lair as mentioned by Mirage. And it is also Mr. Incredible's prison cell in Syndrome's lair. Now this is my favorite Easter egg in the movie, which I think is fairly easy to find. Right here, it clearly shows the Hudson Hornet, a reference to one of Pixar's other movies, Cars, where it shows a character called Doc Hudson, or the Fabulous Hudson Hornet. I think it's safe to say that this is my favorite Easter egg in the whole movie. Now you see here that this character, the Underminer, is voiced by Cheers actor John Ratzenberger, who has appeared in every single Pixar movie to date since 1995. Also, at the beginning of the film, the streets on Mr. Incredible's GPS are the streets near the Pixar Animation Studios building. Helen Parr, or Elastigirl, uses the codename India Golf 909er, a reference to Brad Bird's 1999 film The Iron Giant. This is probably the most inappropriate Easter egg in the whole movie. But anyway, in this shot, Elastigirl looks at herself in the mirror and sighs when she sees her butt. This is a reference to Peter Pan, in which Tinkerbell looks at herself in the mirror at the Darlings' home and sighs when seeing her butt. To those of you who are Bruce Willis fans, the scene of when Frozone and Mr. Incredible are being held at gunpoint by a nervous cop is a reference to a similar scene in Die Hard with Vengeance, which also features Samuel L. Jackson. Legendary animators Frank Thomas and Ollie Johnson, part of Disney's famous 9 Old Men, voiced themselves following the big fight between the Incredibles and Frozone against the Omnidroid. Those of you who are deep Pixar fans, you are probably wondering, where's the Pizza Planet truck? It appears in every single Pixar movie. But as constantly stated by Toy Story 3 director Lee Unkrich, it does not appear in The Incredibles. Thanks again for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and tell me in the comment section below which Pixar film I should do next on references. Now I know this isn't an Easter egg, but it's still a pretty cool fact. Edna Mode, world-famous fashion designer, is voiced by The Incredibles director Brad Bird.